Welcome to Dorker Realms. While most gamers will be familiar with Dungeons & Dragons from the newest edition of the game, there's a movement amongst some players called the Old School Revival, taking inspiration from the design philosophy of the earliest editions of D&D and bringing them into the modern era. These games and adventures emphasize the weird, the challenging, and the hardcore. Bear witness as our intrepid players explore unusual and dangerous tales in these old school adventures. This is the final week of the poll to name our new Dorker Realms mascot over on our Twitter at Dorker Realms. Make sure that if you haven't already, you head on over and vote for your favorite name idea. This is part 9 of Deep Carbon Observatory. Though the adventures can be listened to in any order, we recommend beginning with the first episode of any given adventure. We go now to the table to delve into Dorker Realms.
Welcome to Dorker Realms, everyone. Last time we killed a golem and then took a nap in the windmill again, and here we are in the morning, I hope.
All right, dawn breaks on the third day of your adventures in Caramore.
So what's the plan? Are we just going northward now, like I always wanted? None of this nonsense looking around for golems like Valerian wanted?
Valerian just, holds his hands on either side of his head and just puts them down and says, boy, and nobody understands what's happening, but he thought it was funny.
Now, I don't know that all of us can fit in the canoe.
You can fit.
We could squeeze in? Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Remember, it had enough room for one very rotund wizard before.
What happened to the skiff?
It got smashed by the golem in the last fight.
I don't remember that.
And then Valerian was like, oh god, that was the part of the skiff I was on!
Oh,
and then
yeah.
he died.
And Pothos had to swim.
The body.
We did?
Yep.
Okay, there was a point in the last session where Valerian did come to Petra.
You rolled the body, and then once he'd regained consciousness, he asked for healing.
That's right.
Right?
Yes, so we continue northward.
Okay. So, heading back to the dam where you encountered the golem.
Okay, so we're all in the goddamn canoe, which can fit us all, because it can fit a rotund wizard, and we're going northward.
Sailing northward in your little canoe. Do canoes sail?
You have to paddle them
And you sit on your knees.
sometimes.
I mean, you sit on your knees. You kneel. You can't sit on your knees. You have to turn.
You can. You just have to break both your legs.
Yeah.
So we're paddling northward.
Driving northward in your canoe. You pass the ramshackle dam where you encountered the golem yesterday, and you continue northward in the direction of the big proper dam that you glanced 2 days ago when you were at the village. To the west, as you reach the point where the course of the old river would have turned northward once again, to the west, you can see an embankment of dark, soggy ground, and there is a trail of black smoke rising up through the air from that direction, and then northward would continue on towards the dam itself.
I say we check it out. Maybe there's people that need help, or treasure, or maybe another golem.
I thought we were just, going to where we were going and not getting sidetracked by any more bullshit.
You always say that, and then we get there and you're like, oh boy, I'm so glad we killed these golems.
Literally never.
I'm just glad we're done with golems. I remember 2 from what I read, but since I don't take notes very well, I'm just glad my back doesn't have to be broken again.
So that's one more for checking out the smoke.
I'm so certain there's no more golems.
If there are people needing help, I could not in good conscience leave them.
That's 3 for checking out the smoke. Let's do it. Look, I didn't hire you for you. I hired you for your goat.
It's fine.
What?
It is a pretty nice goat.
He's got floppy ears.
It's good.
Yeah, he does.
Petra will reach over and, with eyes that ask for permission to scratch the floppy ears of the
You
goat.
can go ahead.
Petra will scratch the floppy ears of the goat.
Pothos likes affection. Valerian likes when Pothos gets affection.
Petra doesn't get bitten.
Is that what you were rolling?
No, I was just wondering. I was rolling for something completely unrelated.
I see.
So you bank your canoe on the sodden copse, and you disembark, I assume, to investigate the source of the smoke. And in a little further onto the outcrop, you see a fire, which is burning, a small fire, and there are some tubes, some empty tubes around the fire, and crowded around the fire are 4 children and 2 adults trying to eke out what warmth they can from this little fire that appears to be dying out.
Sorry, is this a very open terrain? Are there trees about?
Not here, no.
Ah, I see.
Hello!
They look up when they hear noise, and they all appear startled for a moment, but they calm down a little bit when they see you, though there's still an air of paranoia about them, and the male adult answers back, "Hello."
We're just some adventurers going around seeing who we can help. We're just some adventurers in the area. We're looking to help anyone. Do you need any help?
Do you?
Okay?
No. Our home was destroyed in a terrible flood, and we're starving, and we've run out of anything to keep the fire going.
Petra.
I do not need prompting. I know how to help them.
What
Make
about that spoon?
Make
I
food.
do not have spoon.
Petra.
Yes,
Make
I'm
food.
going.
With the spoon.
There is no spoon.
In the name of the optical god.
No.
With his convex lens that can shine on anyone.
She will approach the people and, well, perhaps I can help you, at least a small amount, by the Lord's will. And she will cast, I have it here, Food of the Gods, right? Or in this case, Food of the God. Oh. Wow, that's going to
Turn everyone into food.
very good result.
Optical god.
They never have to eat again.
Their stomachs disappear.
You use food of the god and you're like, just a shit ton of lard to keep their fire going.
There we go. Okay, so, all right, so Petra create. Sorry, I rolled an 18, plus 5 is a 23. So Petra creates enough food to feed 19 people.
Wow.
So if, I don't know if we've had breakfast yet, we could probably have a bit of a munch here, and there'd still be more than enough food for everybody left over.
Probably a good idea.
So she summons a bunch of food and water.
Their eyes shimmer with excitement as the family crowds around the food that you've summoned. Thank you so much, and give our thanks to your Lord as well. I don't know who he is, but...
The nameless god.
He's not nameless.
You can apparently thank him from anywhere.
What's his name?
He has several names. Elohim is one of them. And while they are having a good munch, Petra wants to take a look at these tubes.
The tubes are sealed in wax, so they are waterproof, kind of laminated tubes. And
How big are they?
about the size of a scroll case, basically. Something you would wrap up an important document or scroll and put it in the tube, and then...
What are these you have here?
Oh, it was truly a blessing, ma'am. We were stuck here and after the flood, and we were sure that it would be the end of us, and then these tubes washed up on the shore, and when we opened it, there was these dry papers inside. Wonderfully dry, and kept the fire going, and then we cast the last one into the fire just this morning. They were covered in some ancient scrawl, some kind of scribblings with little doodles on them.
Well, I hope that wasn't the relic God sent you to find.
I also hope yes.
I guess it would be destroyed and it wouldn't fall in the wrong hands.
This is true.
What does a non-corporeal god need with relics?
He doesn't need them.
It did seem pretty clear that he wanted them not to fall into some shitty person's hand and was going to let Petra have it.
Could just be a test. I was going to say it could be a test for followers. Prove yourself worthy to your god.
I would would like to search the leftover tubes to see if there's anything they missed or anything I can determine about them.
They are all empty.
All right. Well, that's what we get for backtracking to hunt golems, like Valerian wanted.
You just pick a different person to pick on every storyline.
That's how he operates.
Passing the blame. That's how Bindel's so confident.
Well, I guess that's all we can do for you.
I don't suppose you have anything flammable that you could spare. Keep the fire going and protect us
Petra,
from the
maybe
cold.
make a bunch more food and just call in lard. Just bunch of fat.
Wait, you can choose the items? Or is it?
I don't know
It's a cooking.
It's food.
It's edible.
I mean, it is.
Well, how about alcohol? Can you call in alcohol?
I don't think that counts as.
Clearly, you've never seen my liver. All right.
I think your liver would probably agree with me.
Is there nothing around that's flammable that they can burn instead?
No.
Is that why your aunt calls you Puddles?
Just, anyways, stare off in the distance. I check my crotch. It's dry.
It's the only dry thing around here.
Right, because of the flood,
Yes.
not because of my sexual appeal. I gotcha.
How much farther up are we from the makeshift dam that the golem tried to fashion?
Maybe half an hour to an hour in a boat.
I don't know that we want to spend too much more time, but we could go like.
You mean one person could go?
Yeah, I guess if we wanted to load stuff into the boat, one person would have to go and the rest would have to wait. Yeah, I don't know how keen we are on that. Yeah.
Nope.
I don't know. I'm always for splitting the party. It always works out great. Then I'll make more posters.
I'm afraid we do not have anything like that on us.
I see. Well, thank you for the food at least.
When if we happen to pass this way again, we will check on you. About a half hour to an hour south. I don't know if you can swim or not, or if you can make your way along the land, but there is a dam that has been fashioned that is full of parts of the houses and roofs that may contain flammable material.
Maybe I'll try and make a trip down there. But
We wish you well,
thank you.
and we'll pile into the boat and head back north again.
They watch with slightly forlorn looks as your canoe continues driving to the north.
Do you want to do the fat idea?
I don't know that it works that way.
Hey, you don't get a pick at all. Did you ever read the general part? Magically created food is a spongy, gray, and bland-tasting substance.
okay.
You make
Yeah,
gruel?
it's like that tofu stuff that
cleric
you make.
tofu, the
Cleric,
thing,
yeah,
yeah,
in
okay.
D&D.
I was hoping it was like Blue Apron. Blue Apron.
Teach them how to cook.
Not brought to you by Dorker Realms, but, we're whores.
If Blue Apron wants to sponsor us.
Yeah. It's Blue Apron, you're missing out. There's
Not
like
even
5 views.
Send a
Prepared
tweet
looking
at
food.
Blue
It's just-
Apron,
it's just
sponsor Dorker
spongy good.
Realms.
It might burn.
And by saying Blue Apron, we've disqualified any other affiliates that compete with Blue Apron.
We love you, HelloFresh. Everyone, please give me a D20 roll modified by personality.
18.
17.
10.
6.
Okay. You guys continue heading north in your canoe, and the dam is now looming large up ahead of you. And as you are about to reach this outcropping of rock before the dam, everyone except Bindel sees a glimmer of gold at the bottom of the lake, just kind of shimmering from below the silt.
I think I want to shoot an arrow at it. I jumped
At the
on
bottom
top.
of the lake.
I just want to shoot in that. Look, Bindel found a freaking kraken, and I jumped on top of a golem. So let me just shoot an arrow.
Also, to be fair, that's completely in character with what he did the last time we saw gold.
It's true. You're right.
What are you
Go
shooting
for
at?
it.
There's a golden gleam down there.
Ooh.
It's at the bottom now.
Oh.
Oh, just roll an attack, or just do it. 15.
All right. You fire an arrow into the water, and it starts to lose its momentum as objects going through water do, and then it like touches the gold gleam, and then it floats upwards and bobs on the surface of the water.
Sweet. I got an idea.
Magic missile.
You're going to get big?
Yes. Magic shield.
Ooh.
I rolled a 20.
Nice.
Yes.
That explains the O face.
well, for Bendel.
It's not the O face, it's the 0 face following the 2.
Okay, so natural 20 modifies my level by 2, so that becomes plus 8. I have a plus 2 for casting magic shield due to my magic staff, so that's a 30. And then I have a plus 3 int, so that is a 32. Which is
I thought it was already. Oh, because you can't roll higher than 32.
It's technically a 33, but that's, 32 plus. Okay. The caster calls forth a globe of shimmering magical energies that protect him and his allies. The caster is automatically encased in this magical shield, as are all allies within a 10-foot radius. The shimmering globe lasts until the next sunrise and follow the allies even if they leave the caster's side. Each globe has 5 benefits. It provides a plus 8 to your AC. It blocks magic missiles automatically. It reduces damage on all attacks against its target by 2 points. It blocks most attacks from mundane projectiles, reducing their damage by 20 points. And for the duration of the spell, it provides a benefit in counterspelling equal to a plus 4 to any subsequent spell check made as a counterspell.
Wow.
Woof.
Wow.
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 Okay. So, now that I've casted this prerequisite magic shield to get my giant size, I get a plus 4 for my next 3 rounds of spell casting, and I will try and giant growth.
It's okay, buddy. Happens to all of us.
I rolled a 9, plus 4 from that makes it a 13, plus 4 from my level makes it a 17, plus 3 from my int modifier makes it a roll of 20. A 20 on large as the target doubles in size. Now with my doubled size, can I reach the bottom? And if not, can I try and swim to the bottom but double size so I don't have to swim nearly as far? And then just get a big old handful of swamp or lake bottom.
You can't reach it from the canoe. You
Sure.
can swim, though.
All right, I'll do that.
All right, so you dive into the water, which is flowing pretty quickly here, and you dive down, which you don't have to go too far on account of you're like 12 feet tall.
Sure.
And you go down there, and you reach for this glint of gold that you see, and when you reach your hand into the silt at the bottom of the lake, you feel that the gold is kind of solid, and you kind of get your hand full, and when you push it away, you just see a solid sheet of gold, and it's all shaped like rushes and reeds. It's kind of stylized, and it's just solid gold gleaming back at you in this little hole that you've dug.
Can I try and rip it out?
No, because it extends
Oh,
further
the whole
than what
bottom
you see.
is gold?
As well, what you can see is
Can I try and break part of it off?
you would have to find like an edge to do that.
I thought it was like rushes and reeds.
It is shaped like rushes and reeds, but it is a solid sheet.
Like a relief,
Yes.
like a bas relief on the gold,
Gotcha.
or bas relief, I think.
Okay. I'm still having trouble visualizing it, but I guess I'll just
Okay,
give up.
so you saw like a shimmer of gold from the bottom, and
Okay.
you go down and you like wipe some of the mud away, and you just see like solid gold essentially.
Extend
Like there's
beneath.
more. You would have to like brush more dirt away to find out what it is. You just see part of something.
Okay, I guess I will try and clean as much away as I can and then go back to the surface, and I'll do that multiple times if need be.
It's gonna need be.
Okay, well, my giant size lasts for 40 minutes.
After several trips, you have uncovered what appears to be the prow, perhaps, of a boat that is buried very deeply in the silt, and you've just found the tip of it poking out, essentially.
So, it's a boat down there, guys.
I do not think we're going to be able to collect yet.
I don't know if we want to try and do anything with that.
Can we even?
I don't know. Do you have any tricks that I don't know about?
Do you want me to wrap it up in rope?
Can you schmollerize something?
Keep trying to do scorching ray and keep failing. I don't think that's going to help.
So what you're saying is I gotta get really big.
That'd be one way to do
I
it.
suppose that would be a possible way.
How far?
Like 100 feet tall.
How far are we away from like the nearest shore?
About what would take you like half an hour to get there, and that would be the muddy copse that you saw the family.
Well, because
on.
if it won't float, what are you going to do with it?
Yeah, I don't know that we can really do anything with this.
That's
Not at present, anyway. But we can perhaps kind of mark its location. Maybe come back for it later or something.
All right, well, I think my 40 minutes are about up, so I'm going to
They are indeed.
kind of tread water here until I begin to shrink, and then I'll get in the canoe.
As soon as he begins to shrink, Petra will extend her hand to help him into the canoe.
All right. You have shrunken, and you are back in the canoe.
That was interesting, even if it wasn't very fruitful. We did get a sweet magic shield out of it.
This is true. This will be very beneficial.
Too bad we can't see the name of the boat underwater.
We'd have to uncover more of it, I guess.
Well, I can't see under. Can you see underwater?
Well, he could see well enough that Danny was describing him what he was seeing.
Yeah, I mean, I assume he would have said a name if I saw a name.
Oh, I guess it could have been because it's super blurry
Well,
underwater.
The prow's the front, right?
Yeah, the names are usually on like the back of the boat, right?
Oh, I mean, some ships they have it on the starboard side when they come into port.
Small ones, they do, yeah.
Yeah. Anywho,
Well,
Isn't that kind of a more modern thing anyway?
I don't know.
yeah.
I am not familiar with maritime law or otherwise.
So I guess you said there was a rocky outcropping near the dam.
Yeah, it's pretty close to where you are now.
We can. Is it just in the middle of the river? Is it like close to the dam edge or something?
It's just kind of in the middle of the river, just like a rock poking out.
I'll go get on that
All right.
because I can. Maybe I'll see something from here.
Bindel sits on the rock.
Wow, this is very meditative. I feel at one with the river.
That river is really coming.
I think
in.
we need to go up the dam somehow, guys.
Probably. I
Oh,
assume
no.
there was a normal way of approaching and like scaling the dam or the countryside nearby to get to the top of it.
Well,
Not obviously the dam itself, but like a stepway
I
or
have
something.
a related question. What is the dam made of?
The dam is made of stone.
Is it like smooth stone, or
the,
is
the
it?
dam is, yes.
Okay.
It's a very smooth, kind of modern, sloping design.
So we'd
you know.
have to get onto shore and climb the mountain or hill or whatever that it's built into, right?
I can give you a quick description
Yes,
of
please.
the dam. I was just waiting because this was like before. Anyway, so cliffs tower on either side, and they stretch for quite a distance in either direction, with the dam rising up in between them. The dam is very similar shade of stone to the stone cliffs on either side of it. You know, I had like a description. It kind of got away from me. You know, it happens. So down the center of the dam, there is a huge crack, kind of like a V shape almost. It goes about, say, a little more than halfway down the dam, and then from there, water continues to pour down the narrowest point at the bottom. And you can actually see, now that you are closer to the dam, you can see inside of the crack on the side that would be to your right, you can see an opening inside of the crack, like as if there was a room inside the dam.
Inside the wall of the dam itself?
Yes, which is now exposed because of that crack. There are also 6 sluice gates at the bottom of the dam, and each one of them has a strange, like, kind of divot inside of it, and they're sort of like shaped in different polyhedral shapes, you know, like, so there's one where it's kind of like the front part of a pyramid, like if you had a big kind of pyramid shape. You could stick it in there, maybe, and then
Is there a 20-sided one?
there is.
And I believe we also had a 12-sided?
There's one of those too.
And you said there's 6 of these?
Yes.
So there's more golems.
You don't say.
Not more golems. There's only one golem.
There are more golems.
Oh
Probably.
my gosh, what a stickler. Golem?
So there's one for every basic dice that you use when playing D&D.
What is this that you're talking about, Valerian?
That wasn't my character voice, was it?
Is it 6?
It's
think so, yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
20, 12, 10, 8, 6, 4.
Unless you have 2 D10s like most people do because you have a percentile.
So we have Joe. Stashed.
Getting him back here is going to be kind of a bitch.
Can you miniaturize those? Or shrink them?
I don't know how to reduce.
Yeah, that was in. It was in when we were still in Lamentations that you could do in reverse.
You can do
version.
that in DCC. You have
Oh,
to
you
learn
can?
how to do it.
Oh, you have to learn how to. Okay.
Fuck you, Plane.
This episode also brought to you by Pan Am.
Get
It's
lost.
not Delta.
So we could try and go get those things and put them in the dam. But transporting them is going to be kind of hard. I do have an idea for that, though. It is a pain in the ass.
You have to eat one of us to grow forever? All right.
Which is
I know where there's another skiff.
Oh. Oh, I'm...
the sailors that you made friends with.
Yes.
Well, we would have to take another day to go all the way back.
We could promise them that ship at the bottom that we can't
But
see.
it seems, unless we are going to attempt to try and climb the dam to get to whatever that room is up there, it seems like the likeliest.
I could do that pretty easily.
Also, you know that now that I think about it, we don't even have the other 4. It might be more prudent to worry about that once we do.
Yeah, we did not see any other golems. For all we know, they may be on the other side.
We don't know if that's true either.
Oh, there may just be more polyhedrons.
Well, if I can get a really deep callback, the first golem we saw, Danny, how many sides was its head?
I don't remember.
Exactly.
Did we even see its head?
Oh, so what the ones we destroyed may not have.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
The ones we destroyed may not have even been the first one we saw.
Correct.
I see. You said you could climb pretty easily up there?
Don't you remember when I turned
Reza.
Or
Reza
puddles.
into a weird spider monster?
I believe I have blocked that out.
Well, I'm telling you now since you blocked it out.
Well, then, if
Given time and someone who is big enough to lift some really big rocks.
You talking about combo magic?
Ryan's excited face.
why lift rocks?
They misunderstand that we're trying to get the polyhedrals up there. We are not. We're putting the polyhedrals in the bottom of the thing. There is a room up there that we are trying to get into us.
Danny described that there is a room in
I
the...
heard that.
Okay.
We're not going to try and put the rocks back where they belong?
The rocks go in the very bottom of the dam. No climbing required.
Oh.
The sluice gates are at the bottom
Okay,
of the
so
dam.
still, Valerian could, same thing, get us up to the...
And then tie a rope or something and the rest of us could climb.
Or we go back to the combo magic idea and I just get big and then carry one person at a time.
Yeah. Just cast spider climb on him, and then he gets big, and then he can carry us up.
Real quick, how far up is it again?
I don't think he described.
He didn't say how high the dam is. The crack is about halfway through
Goes,
the dam.
yeah, about halfway down.
And this is in the crack.
Because Reza is pretty...
Say crack
If you
again.
would, the butt crack of the dam, where all of the liquid is currently coming out.
Several hundred feet.
Okay, so are we going with the spider climb idea?
Sure.
Are you casting it on me and then I'm going to try and giant size, or are you going to do the rope thing?
I don't think that would be very helpful here.
I guess we could try your spider. We'll see what you do spider-wise.
Whoa!
Was that a real spider?
What just happened?
No, that was his cord rubbing the top of my foot
I'm sorry.
while I was talking about spiders. So
Ryan, you have to leave that in.
just fucking scared the shit out of us.
I
I'm
thought you were
sorry.
going to epic table flip everything. I was so scared.
Ryan's fear was so real and so palpable that I was ready to get out of my chair.
I'm sorry.
Danny, can I use the...
Woo.
Paul's got his shit.
Okay, why don't we try to see how your spider magic goes first, then we can decide what to do.
Do you want me to help as well?
Oh, you want to try and do the bless first? Okay, so you bless yourself.
You should bless me.
No, they should bless themselves because they get the result of the boat benefit quicker, and the benefit will still extend to you as long as you're within 5 feet of them.
It's an easier roll for
Okay,
me to
go.
get the benefit as long as you're.
And then
next to me.
you try and cast the spider climb on me, and if it's high enough, I'll try and do the... Actually, it doesn't really matter at that point. I'll giant size it.
3 magic casters just coming up with weird
Okay.
combo magic as Reza sits in the background.
Combo magic!
All right, that was
fine.
19, which plus 5 is a 24. Okay, so 6 plus 6 to attack rolls, damage rolls, saving throws, skill checks, and spell checks, and it radiates in a 10-foot aura. So plus 6 to your spider climb.
Who are you casting it on?
Bindal.
Bindal.
L. Johnson.
Not R. Stevenson?
What was your base roll?
I will get there. My base roll was 15 plus 6 is 21.
Plus your level, plus your int modifier.
Oh, right. So 21.
Me-
So, caster's hands and feet ooze sticky goo. The caster and one ally touched gain the actual climbing ability of a spider, even when using gloves and shoes and when carrying objects in hand. The caster and his allies can hang upside down, completely vertical surfaces with no handholds, move across spider webs, and even scurry along upside down at obtuse angles. The caster and his affected ally move at their normal speeds and never make climb checks and are immune to spider web spells.
So you can make you and I, or
And also the ally that you touch.
Yeah.
okay, yes. Then
So, do you want to embiggen me, or do we want to bring Reza up because he's got those like extra things he can do?
it shouldn't matter whoever I enlarge because that person can just carry everyone up. So, do you want to be embiggened?
Sure, but the spell lets me do this to one additional person.
Yeah, but
It's choice.
whoever you want, it doesn't matter.
Fine, Petra can be weird and sticky.
Okay,
Through my gauntlet.
She already smells bad, so
I cast shield. Also very high, but irrelevant.
How long does that last for, Robin?
1 turn per caster level, so 3 turns.
30 minutes.
Nice.
And then I will cast enlarge. So I have a +4 from the shield, a +6 from you.
Yes.
So that's a +10. So I rolled a 10 plus 10 plus my caster level plus my int modifier is a 27, which will be on, I guess Petra makes more sense than old man Valerian.
Oh, because of the other benefits of being large?
Sure, but also just I assume you can carry more.
Higher strength, right.
You triple in size.
Wow.
You get a +6 to attack, damage, AC, and strength. You have 20 more extra HP, and if you lose HP, that goes first. That will last for 40 minutes. Now you can carry people up.
Yeah, I could probably just carry all of you up. Enlarged Petra, who's now in
Sounds
the
like
realm,
a medical condition.
who's now in the realm of about 18 feet tall.
Petra's also 6 feet tall?
Wait,
Thereabouts, yeah.
can I?
Are you exactly 6 feet?
I don't know.
5'11", fine.
Fox.
Yes.
All I want to do is see you turn into a giant woman, a giant woman. I'm done.
I made that joke, so I support it wholeheartedly.
Petra will put one of her teammates on each shoulder.
All right.
And
And then I cup the boob
And
on
then
the
stick
front.
Valerian to your forehead.
Valerian can climb.
Yeah.
Valerian can be stuck to her.
Yeah,
forehead.
no, he'll be climbing.
And then scale up to the room.
Oh, I moved back
It
to the
is,
shoulders.
probably smaller than 18 feet.
Certainly is. So you are climbing up the side of the dam, and you've nearly reached the opening when before or below you, you can hear the sound of kind of water sloshing and glancing backwards as you are pantomiming, which our audience can't see.
You have to also carry Pothos. You can't leave him on the boat.
You can carry both those.
Easily.
Okay.
You see 4 golems charging towards the dam
Oh, boy.
at full sprint.
I say we fight them.
Is like where the
am I
sluice
gonna do?
gates emerge from the bottom of the dam, is there like a flat spot covering them, or they just flush into the wall of the dam?
They are flush into the wall of the
All right,
dam.
so these golems, about how tall were they?
Big.
Bigger or close to or smaller than Petra is currently?
Smaller than Petra is currently.
And they are charging through the water?
Yes, they're coming out of the valley towards the dam.
Keep a tight hold, everyone.
I like this so much.
Everyone has a big voice when they
Don't
enlarge.
drop down.
No, she's going to climb back down, but she's going to go engage them in combat, and then from her shoulders you guys can cast spells and stuff.
Or, you could just stick up here like 30 feet up and I can magic missile them.
Okay, I suppose that's... Yes. Actually, yeah, you're right. Petra could probably, like, stick with both feet in one hand and then, like, chainsword them if they get too close. Well, she'll yeah, okay, fine. She'll stay attached to the wall while you guys cast spells.
Yeah, there's no reason to fight them fair.
No, it's just that's how she would engage them in combat.
Look, I'm on your right shoulder, which means I'm your conscious.
Oh boy, are we in for some rough times if that's the case.
Hey, look, Bendel has a point.
Hey, look, your left shoulder's agreeing with me.
You know, I'm the devil you know, but that's the devil that
Yes,
you
but my
trust.
left shoulder is razor. I'm not sure that is a good thing to be listening.
I'm lawful. I'm true
Is your-
lawful.
Is your bless still active?
It should be. I don't think it's been more than 10 minutes, has it?
You need initiative from us?
Yeah.
We are planning to engage them in combat.
2.
13.
19.
Also 19.
Which of you two with the 19s has the higher agility?
Paul.
Paul does, definitely.
Until tomorrow morning.
Yep.
And then that was a 6 for Valerian, was it?
2.
Oh, sorry. What did Ben do again?
If you take Valerian's 2 and times it by 6, you get my 12.
Oh. Yep, that's math.
That's why they call me a math magician. Or if this was Final Fantasy Tactics, I'd be a calculator.
The golems moving first in initiative order continue charging towards the dam, reaching the bottom of it, and then it will be Ray's turn.
I don't think an arrow should do anything.
Arrows have done things before, especially if you hit them in the turbine.
Oh, right in the turbine.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Also, you have a +6 to attack and damage.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's go for it.
On top of whatever your normal modifiers are, to be clear.
Mm-hmm. So 18 plus
Which
6.
one are you attacking?
Oh.
The one with the 4-sided head? The one with the cube head? The one with the 8-sided head? Or the one with the 10-sided head?
The first one. Because I heard cube. What
The
was before?
4-sided stone head?
Four-sided pyramid-shaped head, yeah.
Yeah.
Pyramid head from Silent Hill. Yeah.
Oh boy.
Okay.
The universe is an illusion.
So 20... 24?
That'll hit.
Okay. And then I roll d6 for my bow and arrow.
Yeah, you do.
And 2 plus 6. So 8.
Cool.
All right.
You shoot it with an arrow, and the arrow actually sticks into its stone exterior. You shot it so good.
Exterior?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
You know, that's the part on
Not
the
a bride of the
outside.
posterior.
I was like hoping like a body part or like like on the right nipple or something. Where a
Well,
nipple
what are
would
you
be.
aiming for? Are you aiming
Oh,
for the
it's-
right nipple?
No, turbines? Turbine mouth?
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. It's Petra's turn.
Petra is going to these. While these are not, natural creatures, animals like she usually does. Paralysis would probably be an okay thing to do here, assuming they can be affected by it. Depending on how high she rolls, she might be able to affect more creatures. So that +6 that's currently going could be very useful. Well, I don't think that's going to be super beneficial. So Petra's hands and melee weapons are charged with the energy of paralysis for 7 rounds. So that's Petra's turn.
Bindell L. Johnson.
Thank you for using my full name, GM, as is proper. And by GM, I mean Lucky Pierre.
Who's that?
I shall roll my magic missile.
Oh, boy.
That is a 19. Plus 6 is a 25. Plus 2, because it's a magic missile, makes it a 27. Plus 4 makes it a 31. Plus 3 makes it a 34, with a max result of 32.
Nice.
These spell combos, though.
Okay, well, I throw 3d4 plus 2 magic missiles that do 1d10 plus caster level. I can direct the missiles individually as a single action, or he may direct them all at a single target that is not present or visible, provided... Okay, so I can send them, anywhere.
Okay, that seemed like a small number.
They can
No,
hit
I
things
get it.
even if they're concealed or invisible. They have a maximum range of 100 miles.
Jeez.
The magic missiles can turn, curve, retrace their route, make every effort to reach the target regardless of what happens. They can't cross interplanar distances.
Well, it's good that you have some limitations.
They travel 10 miles per second.
Wow.
It's slower if they have to go through underground caves or whatever.
You don't say.
But here we go. 3, 4, so 7, 8, 10, 12 missiles total.
Each doing 1d10.
There's 4 golems,
There are.
so I'll fire 3 missiles at each.
Okay.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, that was convenient.
10 miles per second. That's insane.
All right, so for the first golem, 9, 2, 2, so that's 13 plus 12 plus
right.
3.
You get +6 from me for damage and...
Is that each missile?
Oh, I see. Don't know. That's a good point. They're all different damage rolls, so I would assume yes.
Okay, so I rolled a 9 and 2 2s,
So
so
that's-
that's 13 plus 12 for my level, plus 3 for my luck modifier. So that's 25, so 28, and then I'm doing another 18 on top of that.
Jeez.
So
Wait, why are you doing another 18 on top
plus
of that?
6 per missile, right?
+6
From the
2 damage
modifier?
rolls.
From Bless?
Oh, 3. Okay, yeah. I got you.
So it should be 46?
36.
46.
46. 46 damage to the first golem.
Boy, howdy.
9, 4, 13, and 8. 21 plus 12 is 35 plus
33.
33 plus 3 from my luck modifier is 36 plus another 18 is
54.
54 damage to the next golem. The third golem is 9, 5, and 6, so that's 20 plus 12 is 32 plus 3 is 35 plus 18 is 53 to the next golem. And the final golem, 1, 7, 6. So
14.
14 plus 12 is 26 plus 3 is 29 plus 18.
That would be 48. 7. Sorry.
47 damage to the final golem.
Bindel. Wow.
You just beat your 109.
Holy crap.
Because that was like 190 damage total. It was 90-something damage total. It was like 46, 50-something, 50-something, and 47.
Oh, yeah. I thought you only rolled 3. No, it's for 4.
Yeah.
Jeez.
So actually, that might have just broken 200.
I don't know if I'll even need this anymore.
You know what? When we write the legends and tell the tales, it will be over 200.
That's over 200!
All right, Bindel bombards the golems with a ludicrous display of firepower, leaving 3 of them in rubble and one of them a badly damaged, smoldering wreck, barely clinging to existence. And it's Valerian's turn.
Oh, sorry, guys. I didn't quite get the last one.
I can never talk shit on you ever.
So I get a plus what to...
Plus 6.
Okay, so 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28.
What are you casting?
I'm casting Scorching Ray.
Yes!
The only time it's ever worked. Thank you, Vox.
And it's a 28, no less.
Sizzling gout of flame. The caster sends forth a fanning wave of flames. The attack is shaped like a cone centered on the center and expanding for a width of 40 feet at its farthest and 80 feet away. All targets within the cone take 1d12 plus caster level damage. Additionally, each target must make a dx15 reflex save or catch on fire. Each round thereafter, the target suffers an additional 1d6 damage until it succeeds on a d6-15 reflex to extinguish the fire. Flammable objects on the target, scrolls, tomes, have a 75% catching on fire unless protected.
That's pretty good.
So 13 damage.
Plus 6.
Yes.
Oh,
19.
19.
All right, Valerian shoots out the cone of fire that reduces the final golem to a pile of molten slag.
Nice. I'm sorry.
Except for its
nice.
head, which conveniently survives.
Well, the missiles missed that, so it's just a little hot right now. It'll cool off.
Well, very, very well done, friends.
And you wanted to go in there and sword fight him.
Would you like me to place you in the room while I go collect yours, or maybe down in the sluice gates?
Yeah, I guess that makes the most sense. Just put us up there real quick, go back down, put them in, and then come back up, and
So that is what Petra will do.
we'll go get the last 2 later.
All right.
At least we know where they are, and it's unlikely someone would just move them.
Hopefully.
Pretty hard to move, really.
So Petra deposits the rest of the party in a room which has been scoured by the flood. There are empty stone shelves lying all around. There's a large cavity in the center of the floor where something used to rest. The walls are painted with tableaus depicting a crowned figure with an iron sword and a strange object held in the other hand, which kind of like has a central kind of metal shaft and then several like branching off points, and it's just kind of a strange item that you've never really seen before.
And isn't shaped anything like a spoon.
It is not shaped like a spoon, no. Different tableaus depict the king chopping off the heads of a pale, starved people who crawl toward him, offering gold. The king burning alive, a beautiful race with dark skin and white hair and ambiguous gender. The king in sunlight releasing waters, drowning those who toil in darkness. And on the right end of the room are a set of stone doors with an elaborate locking mechanism, which have been flung open from the inside, likely by the force of water pressure. And just inside of the door what would be where you would come through the door, but you're obviously on the other side of that. There is a sharp bronze pendulum which has fallen from the roof and swung down to right about where a person's head would be as they entered the room. And there are puddles everywhere, including the stairs up to the next floor.
Which lead from the next room or from this room?
Which lead from this room upwards.
Okay. While they are seeing this, Petra is collecting the other polyhedrons and placing them in their respective locations. As she does so...
As you do so...
placing a hand on the dam to hopefully, if the waters start to flood out or something, anchor herself.
All right. When you place one of these stones into the corresponding lock, the sluice gate opens and a gentle trickle of water runs out, revealing a tunnel leading through the center of the dam somewhere else. It is obviously too small for a giant Petra to...
I guess considering
crawl
that the
through.
water has already flooded through, there's no real worry about opening these to let more. So she will deposit all of the other polyhedrons into their slots.
And each time you do so, one of the sluice gates slides open.
I was thinking in theory that once they're all open, it might relieve some of the pressure on the top, which would at least keep the dam from further corroding. Because that is kind of the point of sluice gates.
Mm-hmm.
Explore the tunnels?
Well, the group's not together yet.
No, I know. That was a character.
Petra, as she climbs back up, will call to her friends, "The sluice gates are open, and there is very small amount of water coming through.
What's a sluice gate?
The holes in the bottom for water to come through the dam."
I thought dams are supposed to stop water.
Anyway, we found some
Why would you put holes in the dam?
We found some other rooms in here, and there's like a stairway leading up.
Cool drawings, too.
I wish they weren't done with crayon. They might be better then.
Do we want to explore the inside there more, or do we want to go get the other two objects?
Go and check for traps.
I mean,
Where?
we're already here, so...
You're right.
Yeah, I don't know that we don't want to just go get those first, though, and not have to worry about that later.
Oh, just grab them before placing them on there? Because I don't know what's going to happen when all of them.
Do you think those gates are going to make a difference to exploring what's inside the dam?
They could. They could lower the overall water level above us by releasing water at a lower point.
Yeah, because we might hit like a drowning zone.
Or, it may be that whatever it is that contains the object we're after is under the water level, so if we lower it enough, we might, water
the
temple
opposite
style.
could be true, too.
Is there any evidence that the
that's-
puddles in the room came from anything other than the crack? Like, has there been leaking or water damage in here from before the current water?
How would you tell that?
Water damage inside a stone building?
Well, if the entire thing got flooded out,
Then it would look flooded, not like water damage over time.
I'm gonna
I don't know. It doesn't really matter.
I'm gonna sneak
Up the stairs?
up the stairs and just scout for everybody
Well,
while you guys,
It doesn't really matter, I guess.
I mean, if there could still be enemies, right?
I don't mean that part.
Oh, okay, got it. What we do, cool.
Okay. So, you want to roll your... Is that even a roll?
Stealth?
I believe so, yeah, but... I don't know
No,
if
thieves
there's-
always succeed.
No, I mean, I don't know, because I haven't...
sneak
looked.
silently. Agility.
Yeah, there you
Okay.
go. I was just checking.
No, I mean, I took pictures of the roll bonuses for neutral.
I thought you were lawful.
On record of published episodes of Dorker Realms, we just said that I was neutral. So I was like, okay, before I had a book. Sneak silently, level 3, +7 to my roll. I'm glad I had that +7. I got a 13.
What was your base?
Oh, my base roll was 5, plus my agility, +1. Oh, do I still have blessings?
Not if
You're
you-
not next. You're not within 10
Oh,
feet of me.
got it. Yeah.
Also, at this point, it's probably been more than 10 minutes by now.
Yeah.
Oh,
So the
easily.
blessing would fade.
Okay. God's love isn't forever. 13. 13's my roll.
Reza creeps up the stairs, ducking under the pendulum.
Oh, shoot.
Oh, the pendulum was up the stairs.
Yeah,
It was guarding
right-
the entrance through the doorway.
Yeah.
Right.
And if you had gone in there without seeing it, there's a chance you would have hit your head. It is now stopped, I believe.
Yes.
So
Cool.
you're just stopping from bonking your head, not from getting really injured.
Yeah.
The room beyond the burst open doors contains a huge golden ship in the center divot of the room. There are shelves with numerous golden carvings and clay tablets. Everything has been smashed and flung around by the floodwaters. The sarcophagus that would presumably have been on the ship lies on the ground, the mummy inside hanging halfway out through the cracked lid. There are partially dissolved mummified hounds which occasionally twitch and try to move. The dimensions are exactly the same as the room from which you had come previously, and once you are on the inside, you notice that the door from which you emerged would have been flush with the wall and impossible to notice under normal circumstances, but has now been thrown open due to the pressure. The walls contain more painted tableaus which show the king bestowing various charities, surrounded by admirers, leading his troops into glorious battle. And the door to the right, leading further up, is exactly the same as the door that you just came through. This time it is closed, though.
Okay. And when you say the hounds they're mummified hounds,
Uh-huh.
but they're not like moving or anything?
They are occasionally twitching and
That's what I
trying
thought.
to move.
Yep. Yep. Okay. I go back down the stairs the way I came and report back to the group that I just saw a mummy, some golden ships, and some, twitching mummified hounds up there, and another door.
Were there any other traps?
I sneak back upstairs and I check for traps. Look, I was so freaked out, and I knew to do it, but like in character, I was like, yeah, I should probably. I'm like a little kid. Mom! Find trap +5. Okay. 12 is my base roll, +5, 17, +1 for my agility bonus. So 18.
You conduct a thorough search of the room, and the one trap that you discover is you discover that there are needles trapped on the door, but the needles would go through the door when someone else was trying to get in from the other side. So they are not dangerous to you on this side of the door.
Okay. All right. And then I go back downstairs. And I'm like, there was a trap on the door, but it would attack the person coming in from that way.
When do we get to go up and look at the dogs?
They're twitching.
Now, I guess. Let's go up there and check it out.
I hide.
Valerian will lead the way.
Oh, gosh.
How long did your enlarge last? 40 minutes? Is Petra still very big?
We waited for you to get in here, so I assume not.
Okay. I did not. Sorry. Okay.
No.
Okay. Well, then let us go explore.
By the way, they're mummified dogs, so if you have turn undead or anything, you know.
Why don't we just bash their brains in?
Because sometimes you don't get the Kamehameha 200 missile. Okay, sure.
While we explore the room, Petra will be sure to try and turn unholy on the mummy, just to be sure.
Okay.
I bash in one of the dog's heads. Just go over there and staff it to death.
It stops moving.
Valerian wants to get a closer look at one of the ones that's still moving.
See, it's not that hard.
It was once a nice breed of dog, probably a loyal hound, follower of whoever was mummified in the casket, but due to exposure to the waters, it has partially dissolved.
Is it wearing a collar?
It is not.
It's a stray.
I walk over to the one
He's
Valerian's
gonna try
looking
and
at.
let it stand up. He's gonna like pick it up and put it like on its feet and then slowly let go.
unable to support itself on its disintegrating limbs, it falls over into a sad little mess on the ground.
Can we put it out of its misery for a second time now?
I don't care. He's going to look around and see which one of the dogs is the driest.
I bashed the brains out of this dog.
As Bindel does horrible things to a mummified dog, Valerian finds the least damaged of the mummified hounds.
He's going to carefully pick it up and dry the water off of it.
Okay, so what is everyone else doing as Valerian is attempting to dry off the mummified hound?
I stay like as close as I can to the doorway where we came from, just because I've heard about stinky mummies and diseases.
Well, no, you just eat the mummy and then you live forever.
Yeah, I don't know about that.
How about you try and open that other door?
It's also already open, isn't it?
No.
No, it's
Oh.
closed with the. So I should disarm the trap first, just in case.
I think what he described was the trap would trigger from entering from the other side.
No, that's on the door we just came through.
No.
No.
Oh,
No,
The door we came
It's
through had the
true.
pendulum, right?
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah.
interesting.
We're
entering
going
from,
backward.
I understand.
Yeah.
I
Do I need to make a roll for the turn unholy, or is it clearly...
If you want to cast Turn
Yes.
Unholy, you have to roll Turn Unholy.
Okay.
Okay. I'll try to disable that trap, and then I'll try to pick the lock.
It's not the same door, right?
It is the same door.
Well, the needle trap is on the closed
Yes.
door?
Yes.
It would be on the other side though. So how would it affect you?
I don't know. I'm like just
In
airing
case we
them.
have to run back or whatever, it's good to just have it not enabled.
Okay.
Petra's going to first cast Bless on herself before she turns unholy.
Okay.
Learning from Bindel L. Johnson's technique.
Let's hope.
Okay, that's base 5. Whoa.
Okay, I'm gonna roll
Base
my.
7 plus 5 is 12. Well, that doesn't work. I get a +1 to attack rolls for a turn. It's not going to help with the
Yeah.
turn unholy. She'll try it one more time just to be sure. Okay, that's much better. 17 plus 5 is 22. So that will be 1d. Can I borrow that 1d3 again, Ryan? Oh, yes. 3 plus cleric level. So +7 for one turn, radiating a 5-foot aura. So then the turn unholy will be modified by 7, which will be a 13. Plus 7 is 20. Plus personality and caster level is 5. So 25. The turn unholy results are on page 96 here. Or 97. There we go. 25. Let's see. Anything...
You even get a Holy Smite.
Oh, yeah. A beam 60 feet long, 1d3 damage. Anything 5 to 6 HD or lower is affected.
What are you smiting?
I'm targeting the mummy.
Okay. All right. There is no effect on the mummy. The hound in Valerian's arms whimpers and tries to turn and leave the room.
Damn it, Petra.
But is unable to do so. So it's
Stop
just
it.
kind of scurrying and squirming in Valerian's arms. Does it take damage if it's not able to leave?
Is it in the path of the cone?
It's a beam, this one. So I assume
right.
you
You're right.
kind of aim it and...
I meant to... I was kind of just aiming straight
Yeah.
down at the mummy,
Yeah,
so...
no, it's not in the beam. This isn't like
Banish.
Banish, so okay, it won't take any damage.
Correct.
It's just freaked out and wants to leave.
Okay, and then I disarmed the trap. I rolled a base of 13, and then +5, +1.
All right, you disarm the needle trap.
Okay.
You do not need to roll to pick lock because you're on the locked, or you're on
Yes.
the side of the door with the locking mechanism, so you can just unlock it.
Hey Petra, let's search the room together.
Okay. Oh, you want to my benefit to your rolls.
No, I just want some casual company as I search the room, and then we can take a look together.
Why are they holding hands? I mean, it's fine.
I ship it.
Yeah.
Bintra.
What are persuasion checks?
No,
modified
Pet
by?
Del.
Pet Del. Don't have to
Persuasion
be
checks?
pet now.
Or perception checks. That's what I meant.
Danny's been modifying with the personality.
Okay. So that will be a +1 is 14 + 8. 22 for me.
I rolled very low.
Very low?
Yeah. So you got
How low? Okay.
Not that low, but 5 plus 7 plus or -1. So
11.
yeah.
Petra got a 22 for the searching the room.
You do not discover any hidden compartments or secrets within this room.
Is there any of these golden things that are carryable that we could loot, I guess?
Well, they're carvings and clay tablets, golden carvings and clay tablets, so they're very lootable.
Look at these clay tablets. They might be historical.
Valerian's going to start unwrapping the dog.
Is that a good idea?
It's the worst.
All right.
I'll take a clay tablet and put it in my backpack.
As you pick the clay tablet up, something is kind of off about it to you.
I put it down.
It's too light.
Oh, I break it.
You realize that it is wood with a thin veneer of clay on the
Oh,
outside.
so I throw it and it just kind of bounces.
Yeah.
These aren't gold tablets.
You said they were clay tablets.
It's not even clay.
Is this the IKEA of?
I'm telling
No,
you.
it'd have to be
I'm
particle
telling
board
you.
inside, not wood.
Oh, yeah,
So my
that's right.
theory is this is not the actual king's place.
Of course not. It's further in, probably.
Hence the trap.
Are you gonna put that dog down so we can continue exploring?
Am I done unwrapping it?
Yes, it is now just like a messy, half-destroyed, now unwrapped lump of flesh in your arms.
Is it able to move still?
No.
All right. Well,
Valerian will shrug and snap its neck and move on.
What type of breed was it, real quick?
Indeterminate, I think.
Yes.
Oh, I was hoping like a jackal or something. All right.
Okay, it was a jackal.
Yeah.
That's not a dog. That's an entirely different animal.
It was a jackal-shaped dog.
Miniature
Well-
picture.
I guess we should explore the rest of this place next time on Dorker Realms. Thanks for listening, everyone, and I'll see you next week. I won't literally see you, just to be clear.
You'll hear us.
You'll hear us next week.
All praise the optical god.
Don't forget to go onto Twitter and tweet at Dorker Realms and let us know what you thought about this episode.
Who do you ship?
No. Please review us in iTunes.
Yes, please give us an iTunes
Seriously,
review.
that'd really help.
We will love you forever and think of you fondly.
Hashtag PetDell.
All right.
That does it for today's episode of Dorker Realms. Thanks for listening, and don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and most importantly of all, tune in next week.